Hi guys, Hell Flights. You're probably wondering why you're staring at a cardboard box, but pigeon order. Basically, we had to buy some stuff for breeding. You all know that you need your utensils for breeding. You need your nest box cups. You need your nest bowls. You need your watering cups, etc. So there are plenty of websites on the internet that you can get your stuff off. Being in Britain, you've got Body and Ridewood, you've got Pallets, you've got PJ Lofts, you've got all sorts of places. I don't know why the video's flickering, but sorry guys, it's probably because I'm indoors. Anyway, so we tend to use Pallets. Pallets has got a really good quick delivery service. We've ordered off Body and Ridewood before in the past, and it's taken absolutely ages to get our stuff. But the quality of their stuff is just as good as Pallets, but Pallets have got a better, well, it's just quicker delivery basically. So in this box we have contents of what we had to get for the Woodward cocks and the stock. So we'll start with what we actually ordered. I'm not going to go into the box. I've pulled out what I need to show you anyway, because this delivery came when I was at work today. So first of all, Germ Tipplers did a video on the nest box cups that he got for his tipplers. He said that they're not very good for water, but they looked ideal for corn during the Woodward season. They look like they can hold basically they're decent enough to hold an ounce of corn, even more. So we bought 20 of those. That's for the Woodward section. During pairing up as well. They slot between the dowels. They're ideal for corn, but for water, really wouldn't use them. Germ Tipplers has demonstrated that water pisses everywhere. You don't want water on your loft floor. So basically less mess. But for corn, all you'd have to do is just put your hands over the cup and twist it off. But these cups, as you can see, they hold more than an ounce. 3 ounces, ample. So we'll use those for when they're pairing up. Obviously the hens will be locked in with the cocks for about a week until the first egg, and then they'll be able to go down and they'll all be able to eat communally on the floor. But while they're locked in with the cocks, the hens, until the first egg is laid, we'll be obviously letting the pairs out one by one when we can, when we're not at work. So we'll just use these. Decent. They're only 35p each, and if you bulk buy them, they go down to 30p each. So if you buy over 10, they go down to 30p. Really cheap, plastic. It's not going to smash, not going to break. So we got 20 of them. The next thing we got for water was the anti-spill cups. Now you can use galley pots, whatever you want, but galley pots, again, if your pigeons are allowed out, if you're letting your pigeons allowed out, then there's possibility of the cocks fighting. The galley pots could obviously get smashed, fall out the box and smash on the floor. So you don't want that. Galley pots are really good for if you've got a lip on the edge of your Woodward pens. We haven't got that, but if you've got a lip like basically Germ Tipplers has, if you check his videos out, you'll see that he's got a lip where his fronts are. He's got a lip, so you could actually have your galley pots there for food and water, but we don't have that. When the pen fronts are right at the front, we don't have that. So basically we've got these little plastic ones with wire hangers at the back, and you've got your the anti-spill bit at the front. These are detachable, so they come just as the Oblong nest cup, and then you put your anti-spill lid on top. They're optional. We didn't actually order these, so they came free. They didn't charge any extra. So I don't know what, there must have been a mix-up in delivery there, but made the most of that for sure. These are 55p each. If you, again, buy more than 10, they go down to 50. So we bought 20. Decent price. Nice and cheap. Obviously, you can spend as much as you want on your products with your pigeons, but we like to keep it within a reasonable price. Decent, nice strong plastic wire hangers. Obviously you've seen in the Woodward cock section that we've got zip ties tied to the dowels, so they will hook over it, and obviously one of these for corn will just go next to it. Obviously it's not going to look like that, but they'll just go straight next to the water, only while the hens are in there with the cocks. When the cocks are separated, they'll have one of these slotted between the dowels for the corn. I think they just hold an ounce better than, obviously these will hold an ounce, but the pigeons won't have to piss around with the anti-spill cup. Obviously they do flick peas and beans out, but I just think they'll suit our pens better for the Woodward cocks. So that's the second product we brought, and last but not least, I took everything out of the box to show you because it's just less pissing around really. Nest bowls. Nice cheap plastic nest bowls. As you can see, nice and solid. Again, you can buy clay ones. We've bought clay ones for the Woodward cocks, but they are a lot more expensive than plastic ones. The ones that we buy from our local pigeon store, they are probably about £1.70, nearly £2 each, £2 each, nearly. So these are £1 each, so we spent 20 quid on 20 nest bowls. As you can see, good quality, nice solid plastic, got your ventilation holes there. We do use nest felts as well on top of the well, in the nest bowl basically. You don't have to, it's an option, but we do use nest felts. A lot of people just use straw, which is absolutely fine. Straw's fine. Hay is a no-no for us. Hay contains parasites, little minuscule ones that for some reason or other, I've read before anyway, I've never seen them myself, but hay contains a lot of parasites. So you want basically cleaned, dried straw, so there's no parasites in it. But we use the nest felts and straw. So yeah, £20 bargain. And that's pretty much it, guys. That's what we've got for our stock, because we've got 20 for the Woodward cocks. So 20 clay ones for the Woodward cocks, because you can turn them over better. You can turn these over better, and the pigeons can sit on top of them. But with these ones you can't. So with the Woodward, you want to turn your nest bowls over. So these will be used for the stock. The stock won't be getting a nest bowl for, I don't know, 5 or 6 days after they paired up, because the boxes aren't as big as the Woodward cocks boxes. There is enough room to tread, but still these will take up room. So that's what we've just ordered and recently had delivered. So we're pairing up this weekend, so that will be all in the Woodward cocks and the stock section. So shouts out to everybody on the channel. I've seen a lot of you have paired up already. We're pairing up in conjunction with the Woodward system, so we'll be cracking on with that this weekend. And I wish you all the best for 2020 breeding season. Hope you breed some nice strong youngsters and race well with them. So shouts out to everybody on the channel, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers.